Hello, everybody. I am SS the Showstopper, and today is the 20th of March 2024. I got up feeling around 70% today, so I said, let me make a video in the starting of the morning because I don't know how the day will proceed. I can only live and hope that I will feel much better throughout the day. So I said, at 70%, I think I can get up early enough. I can shower, do what I need to do, and then I make a quick video on this. And funny enough, today is partly cloudy. It's not so hot. I told you that I don't do well when the time is extremely hot. And, it was real. So it's partly cloudy today. And, it's not so bad. It's cooler. It's much cooler today, which I like it. I can't laugh because my abdominal muscles are sore from all that vomiting. My abdominal muscles are very sore, and so I have to just, if I'm going to laugh, I have to ha ha, or make a noise, so it cuts the laughter, it cuts the working out of my abdominal muscles because they're really sore at this moment. But anyways, there's this video that I want you guys to watch. However, this time the video is in the link. It's in the description, which I left it there. So I want you guys to watch it at the end of the video, or you can watch it whenever you please. And then you will get an understanding as to the point that I am making. Now, I see wherein so many guys have come out and they've spoken out against BBL. They aren't interested in women who does BBL. They don't like it. They say that those women are just good for fun. They're good for, having fun with, but they're not wife material. They're not the type of females that they will marry or they would take home. They wouldn't take her to parent teachers meeting, as in a video that I did before about a BBL. They say it stink, it's this, it's that. And that was all in the comment section on this particular video. And, I've brushed over this whole entire argument before, but I think now it's a fair time for me to get in it. So let's see how long I can hold out with this video. Now I realize this guy, and he's a host. I guess he has a podcast, so he's speaking out against it, and he's highlighting men who are uncomfortable with it, men who are speaking out against it. However, a lot of persons want to be a comedian, and so they be disrespectful, and at the same time they're hiding behind jokes to get their point across as to something that they do not like in particular. But again, when you go to social media of all these women who get BBL done, which is the Brazilian butt lift, when you go to their social media pages, which are the Instagram, the this, the that, they have so much more followers than a woman with a natural body. And people are wondering if you are so in dislike for this type of body, women who get this type of surgery done, why do they have so much followers? Why do so many men constantly comment under it, complimenting them? Now people are saying that because men lie with just about anything, and so they will like it. It's good to look at and stuff like that, but you aren't going to take them serious. But at the same time, whether you choose to look or to take the person serious, it's not going to make any difference if that's who you're giving your attention to, because the women who are natural are complaining that they aren't getting the attention that a woman who is unnatural is getting. Not only that, she gets more job, she gets more promotions, she's getting paid all the time. She's getting paid to for club appearances, for promotions, for being an influencer, for all these kind of things. They are getting paid, while you sitting with a natural body is not. And these are the things that people are wondering about. Why is there so much followers and heavy traction that these women gain if it is so much of a bad thing? Now, looking into it, and I was looking at the pictures in this particular video of all that the guys were speaking of and who they highlighted and uploaded, and was making reference to them as to the reason they don't like BBL. All those persons in the videos have done surgery that went horribly wrong. So you're looking at something that went horribly wrong to say that you don't like the BBL. The proportion of the leg to thigh or the thigh to the butt ratio is very wide, and so it looks rather unnatural. And these are the women that you guys are using as a margin to say that you don't like BBL. Post the ones who were done well. Post the ones that you like and you follow. Post the Bernice Burgos. You understand? Post those type of females. So let's see how much you really hate BBL. You are not going to do it. Post all the Latino women who have done BBL and you guys follow them and like them. Post them up and tell us in honesty, in all honesty, that you hate BBL and you don't like it on that woman that you deem very attractive or you choose to follow and support. Post it. These are the things that women are speaking on. If you do not like it, why do you follow these women? Why do you compliment them? Why do you give them their time? They set up their OnlyFans. They make a lot of money on their OnlyFans. They're getting all of these tractions that they are gaining from one simple surgery, and that's having a BBL. So what's the value of being a natural woman? I really don't know, because I was going to say that it makes her more employable, she's more intelligent and all these kind of things, but it's a myth, because a lot of women who do surgery also or have BBL done are very intelligent women. They're that monolithic, They have their intelligence, they have their education, they have a great job. A lot of them have great career path. They're businesswomen. Many are hustlers, in the streets doing this and that at the end of the day. But they are making money. They are making bank. A lot of them are in a great career path. So you can't broad brush everybody and say that, okay, yes, you this and that. But the question is, what's in the value of being a natural woman? What's the value of being a natural woman? And who are these natural women that men prefer? Now, when we look into it, I can't give you the value because I don't see any. I am yet to see it. But what I do know is that when men say that they like women who are natural or they cater for women who are natural, it's a specific type of woman that they rather see natural. And we all know it's a woman with a more now we're speaking on the Black community, that is, or the melanated community. They're speaking of women who have loose curly hair, light skin, light color eyes, all these kind of things. Those are the women that they prefer to see natural when they speak of liking natural, or rather a woman with a natural body or a natural face. Now, when you find a natural body that you're going after, they rather a woman who looks like the image of a BBL, which have a very small cinch waist and a very big round butt. So at the end of the day, it's still a preference that is based on prejudice, that's based on dismissing other women who are natural, who do not have big round butt and small cinch waist. So when we look into that, we realize that there's also hypocrisy that's in the mix, because you are catering, you are professing that all women should be natural, but you know good and well that at the end of the day, there's a specific type of natural woman that you like, that you prefer, that you much rather be with, spend time with, marry, all of that. All natural bodies aren't the one that you prefer. But at the end of the day, you are professing to want all women to be natural. For what reason? If you're not interested in that woman, why would you want to see her natural? You aren't interested, right? Now, here's the thing. A lot of times, men measure women based on their friends. And I always say, a lot of times people relationship do not work out. A lot of things do not work out for people because they measure them based on the eyes of their friends and whoever it is that's in their circle. So whatever it is that their friends will look at to say, yes, that's a woman for me, that's what they like also. They don't even have a mind of their own to think for themselves as to what they want. They were programmed by the media. It's a social construct that's designed to see someone as more attractive than the other. Not only that, you pander to it, you cater for it. And at the end of the day, you are going further by looking at what your friends like, what your friends prefer, to say that's what you also prefer. You understand? So when a woman look into all of this and take it into consideration, we beg to ask the question, what's the value of being a natural woman? Because with all my knowledge, I'm yet to point out what's the value for a woman who is natural. In natural, yes, you can speak about your health and stuff, but guess what? Sickness is for everybody. There's no guaranteed health or guaranteed perfect health when you are 100% natural. There's absolutely none, because people sick, people die. It's a natural form of being a human being or being in existence. You understand? But my conclusion to all of this is men are prejudiced, right? But their preference is also based on prejudice. And because their preference is based on prejudice, they want all women to sit under the ideologies of what a great woman should be, which is a woman who looks extremely natural. However, their preference and what they would rather is to dismiss other women because those aren't the ones that they rather see natural. But even if you are the reject, you should live in the ideologies that they have for a great woman based on what? Appearance. So they want to be, I think men want to be the preference. They want to be the chaste. And because they want to be the one women chase after, they believe that when you get a BBL, it makes you way more attractive to most or a lot of men, not most, to a lot more men. A wider demographic of men are able to see this woman and able to like her. So it makes her options even more than it was before. And because they don't want that, they're denouncing BBL. You understand? Who are also the persons that they denounce, like I said, people with butt surgery, a lot of women who happen to be dark skinned because they are the ones that they target, you know, the ones who happen to be dark skinned. They don't want to see them with the surgery. They don't want to see them with the BBL, especially if it looks great. It was well done because it widens their opportunity to select, to make them have more option than a man. And men want to be in the position where they're the only ones with multiple options. And because of such, they're going to denounce everything. Makeup, hair, all these kind of things. BBL, they will denounce it because it puts them in a position wherein their option becomes less while the woman option becomes more. You see, in honesty, I believe that men and women really do not like each other. That's in retrospect. Men and women really do not like each other. And I guess that was one of the reasons whoever it is that wrote the Bible and all these books in it said, God say husband and wife. Because men and women really do not like each other. It's a competitive species. And they compete against each other for God knows what, I don't know. And this is one of the reasons I sit in my element and I don't cater for the argument of what a man like or what a man prefer. Because like I say, a man is born with what? One penis. And whatever it is that he dislike, he's going to take his penis and willfully stick it there and make an excuse after. Now, if you are going there, you're just like where you choose to go and what you like. Do not be going there and saying that, okay, it's just for that, and expect women to accept it. Like I said, and if you look in the comments, the evidence is there that a lot of these women have very low self-esteem and they're very insecure. So they enjoy when men going in on other women because it makes them feel better. However, you are not the ones that they are picking. It's proven in your OnlyFans. It's proven in the OnlyFans, in the Instagram. It's proven. Who are the ones that are getting more bookings? You see the Ari Fletcher. Those are the type of females that are getting all the bookings. They're getting for club appearances. They're getting all the promotions. While you're sitting so cute with your natural body and nobody's giving you a promo. You understand? I post my pics and people tell me to turn around because they want to see a cinched waistline and a very large butt in order for them to like what they see. This is what men do. I've been body shamed a lot. Before by men and women on social media. Good thing I have high self-esteem. So it was very hard for you to come to me and you didn't stop anything. I post just the same. I'm proud of, first and foremost, I'm proud of myself and I love myself and my body. So I will put it on display in whichever tasteful way I desire, whether you like it or not. That's the difference between me and a lot of women out there. No, I think this gets to the question. Would I do a BBL? Maybe. Maybe not. Depends on how the weather turn. Depends on where my mind is. Depends on what I see in myself at the moment in that time and space. It all depends. So I'm not going to dismiss it. While at the same time, I'm not going to jump up and say, yay, I support it. Because anything can happen. I can desire it tomorrow and then my mind change a few years down the line and say, okay, this is not for me. So, but bear in mind, I am one of those women who will say, I'm doing it, but I'm not doing it for a man. I'm also one of those women who will say, I'll do it for a man because I'm a heterosexual woman. I'm not a homosexual. So clearly, I'm going to do it because I'm trying to attract someone. However, making a decision to do it, it's based on how I want to see myself. You understand? I want to see myself with a symmetric body that's, waist proportion and all these kind of things. And I may have a big butt, but I probably want it round up more or having, so I will do that. And I do not want to hear about your gym argument because gym is simply not going to give you the butt that the woman want or the abs. You're going to have to lose weight off your entire body before you you get a flat stomach. All women will not get a flat stomach either, even if they decide to go to the gym. That is the harsh reality. All women, gym is just good for cardio and building muscle. That's it. That's it. If your diet remains the same, you're as good as dead. It makes no difference. You understand? But the surgery is going to give them the proportion that they want, and that's a decision that they choose to make. I think in life, people need to learn to respect other people's decision. I know that there are certain surgeries that these guys have mentioned, and I've shown you the evidence that a lot of them weren't done properly. We get that. That's an argument we understand. But I am yet to see a guy taking up a photo, like I said, of a Bernice Burgos, all these type of Latino women who are in music videos that their surgeries are well done, and say that they don't like this they don't like. I have never seen that. I am yet to see. They are always going to pick the ones who went bad to say that's why they don't like it. They're not picking the ones who went well or the ones who went back or returned to correct it and it came out beautiful to say that they don't like it. They're not going to do it. And people are speaking of the disadvantages of getting a surgery, or leaking it, this or that, all sorts of things. Honey, any surgery has an advantage and disadvantage. I did an eye surgery. It wasn't pretty when the surgery was finished. No, I was in excruciating pain. I had to live. It felt like when the anesthesia wear out or whatever it is that they gave, when it worn out and, my eyes are open and all these kind of things, it's like I'm having the surgery over. There is excruciating pain that I am feeling. It makes no difference what surgery you decide to do. You are going to be in pain. The thing with BBL surgery is that they are not regarding cosmetic surgery as an extreme surgery, but anything that requires anesthesia is an extreme surgery because it's a life and death related situation. You understand? I've known people who have done surgery on their fingers and they died in the surgery. Yes, they have. So all surgery, once it requires some sort of anesthesia, then you will have a high risk surgery on your hand. So I don't think it makes any difference. I'm not sure why people are holding out and sticking out. It's simply, they know what it generates. It generates income for the woman. It generates high traction. High traction from her social media, which means that she gets paid, right? And it also generates heavy attention. And these are things that women like. And the ones who cannot afford to do it are the ones who aren't able to do it because they have certain problems, like if you're anemic or if you're diabetic, the doctor won't sanction it. You understand? They sit comfortably and they go in on women. They go in on other women because they simply can't get it done. You understand? And these are reasons. So guys, you have to know the game also. A lot of women were helping you and chiming in disrespecting these women are going in on them. There are two things that's happening. They don't have the money to do it, or they have health complications, so they aren't able to go and do it. I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to bash just about everybody. There are certain women out there, yes, I know, that don't need it. They're just greedy, following a trend, following a pattern. And so they go and they decide to do it. But there are women who out there who really and do need it. That shape that they say you shape like a carrot. There are certain women out there whose body is simply out of proportion. And it's based on genetics. There's no gym that's going to fix that. And I think people need to stop the prejudice argument and incorporating gym in everything. You understand? Because gym doesn't guarantee you a healthy lifestyle and it doesn't guarantee you a longer lifespan. Because no one knows when they will be going. You understand? So there are women out there who really needs it based on their body form. So that's what we're looking into. My other argument is a lot of these guys are prejudiced and they are very dismissive, but it's the women who they rather see a certain way that they cheer on. But the ones who they don't want or they aren't attracted to, they are incorporating them in the ideas that they have for a woman or for a good woman. And this is creating unease for a lot of persons in the Black community. Because if you aren't attracted to me, why do you care what I do? You should not have a say in my decision when it comes to my body because it's not yours. I'm not lying with you. I'm not planning to meet up with you anywhere. So why would it bother you? It's like me having an issue with a guy who dressed a certain way and he chose to, carry himself a certain way. It's not my business. I'm not meeting him up anywhere. If he wants to put a hit on himself when it comes to, a target on himself, when it comes to law enforcement based on how he carries himself, that's his problem. That's his problem. It's not mine. You understand? I don't speak about it. I don't cater for them because I'm not meeting up these people. I'm not exchanging words with them at any point. So it doesn't matter to me. Now, if you come into my space and, you want to get with me or you want to interact with me, then the conversation is going to change. You understand? So when we look into it, no, I'm going to show you and let you guys see what the person is actually saying. And it's in the link. I can't re-upload it. Sorry, guys. Can't re-upload it. Copyright problems. And I don't want to face any of that or having my channel strike. So with that being said, I think that people need to respect people's decision. If that's not the woman for you, it's simply not the woman for you. And I think the argument of prejudice comes in play when it comes to a preference. You understand? Because you are really dismissing a lot more women out there. There are lots of naturally women out there who are single, not without makeup, all these kind of things. They're single. They are walking down the aisle sooner than anyone else. And even if they do, their husbands are usually cheating. And when they're cheating with a BBL woman. They're hunting to find a BBL woman. They're living at the strip club. They're living at all these kind of places to the women that they claim to not like, claim to not be attracted to, claim to not want to have anything to do with. Yet those are the women that they constantly chase. So you will find a lot more women now living their life and doing as they please because they know that men lie. They aren't completely honest about the things that they are saying, and so women simply don't care. And that's why you're having a difficulty finding a wife, because the wife that you're looking for should depict characteristics of your mother, I guess, being a wholesome cook, a housewoman, you know, the old archaic kind of mentality. However, she must look like one of those IG models, and she must be in her natural form all day, every day, and looking like one of those women. It's kind of weird. It's kind of unrealistic. And I think that a lot of you guys need to work on your personality, work on your character and what you want for yourself rather than what you're hunting and digging out of the opposite gender. That's all I have to say about it. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your day, and may God bless you. Bye-bye.